Hi and welcome to this video on collaborating with Microsoft Teams. Microsoft Teams is the ultimate messaging app for the organization. It allows you to have secure workspaces called Teams and private chats to communicate with other users within your organization and externally, and also share files and other documents based on the policies that are set in your organization. A few things to note: you can have group chats, which is one user, and if you happen to add in a different user into this chat, then you'll form a group just like this, just more than one user. And you can also have a team. A team is created by a different method, by creating a team, and it's a more secure way of communicating with users in your organization as well as external users. A team will allow you to have access to files, to wiki, as well as other applications. Every team has the general channel created by default and can have additional channel also created. Each channel is its own document library. So for instance, if you come over to the general channel and you say open in SharePoint, you see that it launches the document library under the site called BookieT. And this is the same as the team of the same name. If you were to create a new channel, you say add channel, give the channel a name, it's called video, and it's a standard channel. It can also be private, so only specific team members will have access to it. You add this. It creates a new library in your site. So if you were to come over to documents, you see this is created a few seconds ago, and it's a new document library. So this is the interrelation with SharePoint and Teams. Much like the SharePoint sites, the team has a list of users who have access to it. We come over to Manage Team, see the users who are the owners and members and guests, as well as any pending requests, as well as other settings for channels and other policies for apps and tags. The primary relationship between Teams and Office 365 is all the files in a team or a channel is stored in SharePoint, and all of this is publicly available based on permissions. So whatever permissions apply to the SharePoint site will also apply to the team, and that will determine which users can see certain files and which users can collaborate on certain files and within that channel. The Teams calendar is used to schedule meetings, webinars, live events. Can all be set up in the Teams calendar. If a meeting is set up here in Teams, it will also appear in your Outlook calendar if that has been configured for you. Here you have this new meeting set up here. If we go over to Outlook, and we go into the Outlook calendar, you see here that a new meeting which is scheduled, and it also reflects within the Outlook calendar. However, not all meetings set up in the Outlook calendar will reflect on Teams, because if it's just a regular meeting and not a Teams meeting, then it would not show up in Teams. So for instance, if I come in here and say test meeting, and I do not specify it to be a Teams meeting, and I just save that. It's saved as an Outlook meeting. However, in Teams, it will not reflect. But if I need to make this a Teams meeting, then I must edit that meeting, make it a Teams meeting, and then save it. Going back into Teams, we can see that that meeting is now configured here for 8 a.m. and that's the same time that it's set up here. Apps can also be added into Teams. There are various apps which you can find on the App Store in Teams to help with productivity as well as communication and other. These apps can be added in, and an example is the Task by Planner app, which can be added into a team and can be used to assign tasks to team members as well as plan projects. And you add this in your team by creating a new list or plan. Let's say project one. You pick the team that it should be added into and the channel which will host, and you create this. Now once completed in that channel, you can assign the users who would have various tasks and various schedules and priorities. And as we can see here at the top in our channel, you have project one with the various tasks that will be assigned to the users, and for the admin it will be easier to keep track of tasks as well as completion times and dates, and which users actually accomplish those tasks. That's it guys, thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.